Hello viewers, here is an AT&T cordless phone, and I actually don't know which model this is going to be exactly. I saw this for sale online, and it basically looked like one of their early DECT 6 phones, except it actually says it's a 2.4 gigahertz phone, and since it was only about $13, I decided to pick it up and see exactly what this phone is going to be like. Oh. Unfortunately, it looks like it was not packaged properly. Okay, so this is the first case that I've gotten of somebody just throwing a phone in the box and thinking it's okay. So hopefully there's no major damage. The antenna is mostly intact. And the base is kind of yellowed, but it's not damaged. Okay. Looks like it was initially used in the wall mount position, which is kind of unusual. Oh, yeah, and the model, it says here, is E2801, sorry, E2801. Let me see if I can get this bracket off. There we go. Looks like it's been getting hot right here for a long time. Huh. Almost looks like it had dirty water in here at some point. Hopefully the phone itself still works. Yep, 2.4 gigahertz Digitan. Has a place for a belt clip and a headset speakerphone. Unfortunately, it came with no clip. Let's check out the battery. Oh, we've got a foam freak show, but there is a replacement battery, which is the unknown chemistry. Nope, doesn't even say on the back of it. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it right there in the corner underneath the recycling symbol, or the recycling symbol. Nickel metal hydride. The adapter. Outputs a pretty standard voltage, 9 volts DC, 300 milliamps, center positive. It has kind of the older VTech manufactured smaller plug. I'll go ahead and get the testing phone line plugged in too. All right. The screen is showing something, but it's kind of dim. Oh, it looks like this one has the display problem. Oh, great. Of course, none of the buttons do anything while it's charging. So we'll give it a few minutes and We'll check back on it and see exactly how bad the display problem is, I guess. Okay. Hopefully if the battery's not spoiled, it should now have enough charge to get us through the video. So let's see about the menu first. Oh, cool. It has that kind of button beep, and also, it's got a nice green backlight. Alright, now this is going to be kind of tricky to read the screen with it like this, but that seems to say directory, call log, I guess it's ringer volume. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was all the way up when I first got it. I already went and turned it down to preserve the battery. Doesn't really seem to distort like some of the classic ones with this ringtone do, but it has that nice classic ringtone. So let's see about all the different ringtones it has. Alright, those are awesome. Keytone. Alright, that doesn't affect the super loud save tone, so I'll just leave it on. Handset name, that's cool. It says VTech. It's kind of funny, it both says VTech and AT&T right there. Language. It has 3 options: English, French, and Spanish. And now the battery is about to run out. So there's clear voicemail, dial type, which is on tone, and that's it. So I'll let the battery charge up some more, and then we can see about making some test calls. Alright, next, I will check the handset locator. Alright. That's, not really that noticeable, but it sounds good. And hopefully the battery will have enough to make some test calls. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, the screen really isn't doing that well at all. Okay, is it gonna connect or what? Apparently not. Let's just try redial.
The number you have reached,
There we go.
605-767-2676,
Alright,
is not in
it
service.
has some decent
You
volume,
feel you have reached this recording in error.
and it's not
Check the
unreasonably loud or
number and try
anything.
your call again. Thank you.
And the speakerphone duplexity appears to be pretty good.
The number you have reached, 605-767-2676,
Overall, the sound quality sounds pretty
is
good.
not in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again. Thank you.
Let's switch to
The
phone
number
mode.
you have reached, 6.
Oh, okay,
Please
that's also
enter a
flash.
number followed
Alright, at least that
is
works.
not in.
Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. That's weird, it's like it's echoing. Oh, I guess it's because it's turned all the way down. It plays the regular keytone from this speaker, and then plays the invalid button beep from this speaker.
Is not in service. If you feel you have...
That's weird. Alright, so it has pretty clear but also kind of filtered sound quality. The headset jack thing, the rubber is actually in really good shape. And it's an unusually large headset jack compartment. The phone has pretty good ergonomics. At least if you're holding it kind of up on the top of your hand. There's no menu you can access when you're on the phone. So, alright, I'm going to see what's in the directory and call log. Alright, the directory is empty. And I think it said that it had 20 missed calls. Well, now it says 22 missed calls. Wow, apparently it got a suspected spam call when I was out of the house a few minutes ago. And then at its previous life, the suspected spam calls, instead of being indicated by saying suspected spam, says spam question mark. Okay. So that looks like it's going to be about it for this phone, except for leaving a testing voicemail from it. So I'll do that lastly.
Voicemail. First new
All right.
voice message received today at 5:42 p.m.
This is a testing message from the AT&T E2801 2.4 gigahertz digital cordless telephone. I have it on talk mode right now, and I just switched to speaker, and I'm still holding the phone up to my ear, and I'm holding it at about arm's length, and I'm going to put it down on the floor so we can see how far away it will pick up my voice. I'm about 5 feet away from the telephone. I'm about 6 feet away. I'm 8 feet away from the phone, and now I should be about 10 feet away, 12 feet away, voice at all. And the voicemail hasn't cut me off yet, so it sounds like that had really good reception. Okay, I'm going to hang it up into the base.
To repeat, press 4. To
Okay.
erasing message. End of new voice messages.
And it does actually have a voicemail icon. And that automatically went away. So, first, of course, I didn't mean reception. I meant speakerphone pickup. But it did sound like the reception was pretty good. It wasn't getting interference from the Wi-Fi like many of my 2.4s do. So I may have to do a range test on this thing at some point. But honestly, the speakerphone pickup wasn't quite as good as a Uniden from that far away, but from arm's length, it sounded really pretty good, which is definitely just as much as you can expect from any good cordless phone. So I'm going to make a video probably showing my repair of this once I get the correct soldering iron tool. I think it's called a T-tool. But for now, I'm just going to let it charge up and make sure that it has a battery that's not totally spoiled. Sounds like it was working well after some more charge. And, it was already working well just now after being charged up for longer than I had been. And it looks like a pretty neat little phone without an answering machine. Some of these AT&T phones are probably better with the ones with answering machines because they have the base ringer and everything. But especially since we have voicemail, an answering machine is not always needed, and it's honestly a pretty good looking telephone. Although, of course, mine is kind of yellowed, and it has paint on it. So I'll get this one cleaned up, and once I get the screen repaired, I can put it into service. It seems like a pretty good phone.